Okay, guys, I just saw it. It was spectacular. Be warned. Spoiler alert. If you have not seen the movie, press pause on the video. Do not read the comments. Get off the internet. If you have not seen it, turn this video off right now because I'm about to lay it down on you. Okay, where do I start? Opening credits. Reading that for the first time, whew, man, got me very excited. The first scene, the planet Jakul, the ship coming out. I mean, is that even still considered a Star Destroyer? I don't even know. But I thought it was kind of cheesy that the tip of the Star Destroyer resembled Kylo Ren's lightsaber. So I thought that was kind of cheesy. Other than that, Paul Dameron. So here you have the ship, and it's all blacked out. You have a star in front of it or behind it, and it's shining the light. It's crossing the path of the sun. Then you have the planet. Go into the planet. You go into the planet, and you're in a camp. In this camp, you have a guy, and he's talking with Poe Dameron. Turns out that's his dad, and they're talking about a map. The map on how to find Luke Skywalker. As they're attempting to get the map, he hands it to BB-8 because BB-8 sees stormtroopers incoming. The ship's coming down, troop transports, and oh, dude, I almost forgot the best part. And this is from the first trailer that came out, where you see the stormtroopers all lined up and they're kind of wiggling around, and the lights are flashing. Okay, that was amazing. Seeing that in the whole scene, it was incredible. So there they are. They're coming down. Poe tells them, "Take this, run, get out of here. I'll come find you. Don't even trip. I got you." So he didn't want to, but he ended up leaving. So he sits back with his rifle and he's shooting at fools, right? And then you got this one stormtrooper and he's like hesitating to shoot people, and then Poe shoots one of the guys in front of him. So this guy's like the glove like blew off or something. So he ends up like putting his hands up, and he boom stains Finn's shirt, his helmet, stains it, and then you got like 4 blood marks, and it was like, boom, it clicked like boom, and then he starts to panic. So this whole time he doesn't know what to do. He's trying to run away, and Poe he kind of saw that. I don't know if he was like, something's up with this guy. This guy's different or something, but they round up all the villagers, put them in a big circle. I don't even know what the ship is called. I think somebody said it was called the Devastator. I don't even know. So here comes Kylo Ren's ship. Lands. Kylo comes out. He's all like, round them all up. What's going on? So he says, kill all the villagers. They finally get Poe. They bring Poe up to him. Oh, before Poe comes to him, he goes and he stands to the village elder, which happens to be Poe's dad. And he stands there, pulls out his lightsaber after having some words with him, slices him in half. Whew, that was brutal. And then, so here comes, so from a distance, this is the best part. From a distance, shoots at Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren turns around and phew, stops it in midair, and it he's like, whoo, bring him to me. And they bring him. Fucking laser beam still right there. It's just and it's shaking in the midair. Kylo Ren's just like, yeah, I did that. What? Here comes Poe. pose like, am I supposed to go first, or how are we gonna do this? Like, I'm assuming, like, you can tell right there that there's something between them. They either know each other, because even he expressed some type of, with the dad, he some type of like, he knew him somewhat, because he even said, "Your family." That's when I knew right there. Bam. That's one of the Solo kids. Has to be one of the Solo kids. But they said they're not following the UE. Okay. The EU, my bad. The EU. So if it's not a Solo kid, or they're not following the expanded universe, but it's still a Solo kid, which one is it? Is it the oldest one? Is it the girl? Obviously, it's not the girl, because we already know who it is. Or is it the younger one? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's the middle child and the girl's the young one. I don't know. But it's one of the three. Which one? Okay, I'll save that for the end. So here you are. You're going. He's all like, okay, boom. Takes him up to the ship. So they're up in the ship. While they're up in the ship, Finn, that had this realization of himself, decides he's going to, like, still kind of panicking, kind of like, oh shit, what do I do? Goes back in his troop transport, takes off his helmet, and walks in, thump, 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 Captain Phasma. Everybody's going crazy for Captain Phasma, and I'm going to tell you right now, Gwen, you are an awesome, awesome, awesome actress. I love you. But you got Jib. You need tons more screen time. You better be one of the main characters on the next upcoming movie, because, damn, girl, you got the short end of the stick. Okay? I don't know if it's because of the show that you came from, or because you don't have that much exposure. I mean, the main characters have more exposure than you, and from what I was told, they're nobodies. They came from nowhere. Nobody really knew them until now. You're known. You're known from Game of Thrones. Why are you not thrown in the mix? I don't get it. So she says, "Why did you take off your mask?" FN1 one and 3 other numbers. So he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to put it back on, sir, and report, give me your blaster and all that crap." And, he goes into evaluations or whatever. So after that, then you cut scene to Rey. And when she's scavenging the crashed Star Destroyer. So there you are. She's scavenging. She brings it up to the to this like tent. She starts cleaning it. Right away, you can tell she's some kind of like slave labor, because this creature comes up to her, hits her like, "Hey, get back to work," because she stopped to look at a ship that was taking off. That's the one from the trailer. I think it's one of the. I think it's called Slave One. I'm not sure. I think Slave One was Boba Fett's ship, but it's one of the slave trader ships. And then, wow. So she does that. She goes up to this counter. She gives up the things, and the guy's like, "Okay, well, this is only worth a quarter ration." So she hands him like this little packet of like 3 little tablets, and she just walks away. She like, you can tell that she's been robbed, but if she says anything, it's like, you're gonna get screwed. So she goes, she takes it, whatever. She goes to her tent, or her home. Her home, by the way, legitest place to live. Like, oh my god, inside an AT-AT. She lives inside an AT-AT. And she puts it in water, and then she puts a little bit of powder on the water as it's boiling, and then turns into bread, just like that. So it's kind of like a moisture thing. So there she is. She's eating, and then she has like a rebel mask. She puts it on, and then she hears BB-8. So she grabs her staff and she runs towards the noise, and she exchanges some words with the creature that was trying to take BB-8, the one in that big four-legged machine, half alive thing. and was like, hey, leave him alone or whatever. And she ended up cutting him out and pretty much told him, this guy don't respect nobody. If you go north, expect this. If you go that way, you're going to get stuck in the sand. If you go that way, some creature's going to eat you. But you want to go that way because the town is that way, so go that way. And then BB-8 tries to follow him. She's like, no, don't follow me. Go that way. Okay. So she, so whatever. They're exchanging words. And I swear to you, it sounded like he says, I love you. So, and that's when she was like, okay, fine, come with me. So they go with her, and then cut scenes to Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is on a ship with that general guy. God, I forget his... Wait, hold on. Maybe I have him up here? No, I don't have him yet. So, yeah, no, I don't have him yet. So, there they are. So they're talking, they're exchanging words about how important this BB-8 is and that they have to go look for him. And he's like, hey, don't disappoint the, what's his name? The Overlord? The Great Lord or something like that. He's like, you need to worry about me. Don't worry about him. So, right away, I know that Kylo Ren is somebody's puppet. Much so like Darth Vader was Lord Sidious's puppet. So they go back to the planet. Well, no. Before they go to the planet, you see a stormtrooper. Oh, and this is after he interrogated Poe Dameron, which it was on a chair similar to the one that Han Solo was, except that it didn't have all the needles in front of it when he was being tortured by Darth Vader on Cloud City. And so there they are. They're talking. He's telling them, you need to tell me where it is. I'm going to find Luke before you do. You have no chance. No, you haven't told anybody anything. Don't even trip. You're going to tell me. And he uses the Force to get the information out of him, just like Darth Vader used the Force to find out about Princess Leia in, was it Return of the Jedi? No, in Cloud City, Empire Strikes Back. So he got the information. He said it's in a BB-8 unit on the planet. Blah blah blah. So then, cutscene back to Jakku. The girl Rey walks up, gives some stuff, and the girl was like, "Hey, wait a minute! You know, the other time I gave these to you, they were worth half ration. Why now they worth, a quarter ration?" And the guy was like, "Well, what about your droid? I'll give you 60 full rations." Like, bam, and he throws this like mountain of food, and she was about to do it, but she didn't. Because she respected BB-8 for what he is. Now, Rey's background story is she was left there. She was forgotten as a child on the planet, and she's waiting for her family to return to get her. Okay, that's her story. That's what she says. So she decides not to sell him BB-8, and the owner decides, okay, we'll follow her. I want that BB-8. So she takes off or whatever. And cutscene back to the Star Destroyer. Finn, in his stormtrooper outfit, walks into where Poe Dameron is being held and tells him, Ren wants him. Kylo wants him. So he takes him out the cuffs, starts walking him out, and tells him, hey, I need a pilot to get out of here. Could you get me out of here? Guy's like, wait, what? What's going on? You want a pilot? You don't know how to fly? Like, what's going on? So then he says, okay, I'll get you out of here. Don't even trip. So they make their way into a TIE fighter. The TIE fighter is stuck, because the fuel line is still attached to it or whatever. They finally break free and they get out. But on the way out, they're hit by rockets and they go crashing down. After that, they cut scenes back to, and this, oh my God, I can't believe this, okay? So here we are. Kylo Ren, up here in the corner, okay? Kylo Ren. Badass. Not a Sith Lord, not a Darth or nothing. He's not even considered a Sith. He's Knights of Ren. They don't consider themselves Siths anymore. There he is, standing in front of a machine. He's like, this guy walks in, like with Darth Vader and his guys. Sir, the rebel pilot has escaped. He's like, what do you mean he's escaped? Well, he had help. By who? He's like, well, I already know. It was, FN, blah, 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 blah. Because on the planet, he sensed his confusion, I don't know what, but he knew that there was something up with Finn. Because he looked right at him like he's walking, like, just looks at him for like a quick minute and then gets back on the ship. So he gets so angry after that because they end up losing Poe, they end up losing the Rey and everybody, right? He gets so mad he throws a freaking fit like a fucking child and starts tearing shit up with his lightsaber. Cheap move, man. Cheap move. So back on the planet, now the stormtroopers or the First Order troopers are looking for the BB-8 unit. So there they are, looking for BB-8. And, well, I don't know what, so they point them out. Yeah, they're over there, Oh, and by the way, so when they crashed down on the planet, Poe was not in the ship. And neither was Finn. Finn had to run to where the ship was. The ship was crash landed. He runs inside. He finds his jacket, but no Poe. Poe's gone. So he's like, oh, crap. And then you start hearing a noise. And then the ship gets sucked into the sand. And then you hear like an animal eating it. And then like a burp. But the burp was like a big explosion or whatever. I thought that was pretty cool. So here he is. Well, all right, Finn. He's walking through the desert. Poe Dameron's jacket. And he gets to the camp. He's like, water. I need water. Water. So he ends up drinking from this big pool of water that was for like this big yak looking thing. It looked like a cross between a pig and a bantha because it had a big ass nose in the front. So there he is chomping away at the water. He's like, bah! And then he hears a scuffle between Rey and two hunters who just covered the droid because they're trying to take the droid from her. And so he's running to help. He's like, hey, and he's running. And then Rey kicked the slick out of both of them, dude. Didn't even need Finn's help. So then she takes the thing off of BB-8, and the BB-8 looks around and instantly sees Finn. And it's like he knew him. So Rey looks up, looks dead at him, and this was like, the fuck? What are you looking at? Because you ain't looking at me. I don't know you. And she starts running at this. So he's like, oh, screw this. So he tries to run away. So he's trying to run away or whatever. And then, bang, he gets clocked in the face by the staff. She's like, you're a thief. You're a thief. BB-8 comes out, pulls out his little fucking little taser, and tases the shit out of Finn and is like, you're a thief. You stole that jacket. That's his master's jacket. Give him back his jacket. Where is he? Where is he? He's like, we escaped together. I'm part of the resistance. And, well, they kind of believe, they kind of know. Finn kind of, not Finn, BB-8 kind of knew he was. But they were like, yeah, we need to get this R2 unit back to the resistance. I'll help you somehow. As they're talking, that's when the stormtroopers come. They start chasing them. They start blasting away at everything. And they're making their way to a ship and it gets destroyed. They're like, crap. Well, I guess we got to take the garbage now, right? Pan to the right. Falcon. Everybody goes wild, obviously, because it's the fucking Falcon. They run inside the Falcon, trying to turn it on. They finally turn it on. And then that's the chase. So they start chasing on the planet of Jakku. They go inside the Star Destroyer and everything. It was a bomb-ass fight. That dogfight was the shit, okay? And especially the last one, oh my god, dude. The way she came out flying was like 360 back down kind of deal and lined up the shot perfectly for him. And he just fired and boom. And they took off. That was awesome. So they finally get away. As they're getting away, the ship breaks down. They're dead in space. They're trying to fix the ship. Finally, they get the ship working, and they're getting sucked into back. First Order found them. They're getting sucked back in. Finn's like, "Oh my God, what are we gonna do? We're gonna get caught. Wait, undo the repairs so when they come inside, they can all die, because the stormtroopers' helmets, they don't filter toxin, they only filter smoke. So he's like, okay, cool. So they start going in there, and then they finally get that door open, and then rush in, not stormtroopers, but Chewbacca and Han Solo. Ah, man. Everybody goes wild again. They're running in. They're like, Chewie, we're home. So they're like looking around, and they're kind of like, where the fuck are the pilots? They hear a noise and already know, I know exactly where these fuckers are. They go, they uncover this hatch of where they were working in, and they're like, where are the pilots? Where are the pilots? Oh, no, it's just us. It's just us two in the BB-8 unit, whatever, right? So they're talking. They're like, all right, we're going to get rid of these guys. They're like, no, wait, we need to find Luke Skywalker. What have you guys done to my ship? And stuff like that. And they're like, wait, you're Han Solo? The Han Solo? This is the Millennium Falcon? Oh my God, you did 12 parsecs in the Kessel Run or whatever? And he's like, 9! You know, because I guess it was 9 or whatever. Anyway, so you want to hear the rest? Come see another movie. Click on my next video.